Principal, to our fine administrative staff here at Central, and to our distinguished guests. Thank you all for this wonderful opportunity. It's both an honor and a privilege to speak on behalf of the class of 2015. You know, recently I was walking through the halls of this great school, and as I passed through this gymnasium, I noticed a sign engraved with the phrase, "How do you want to be remembered?" As a graduating class, it's fun to remember all of the exciting and not so exciting times as students here at Central. For instance, how many seniors remember entering the lunchroom at the start of the year only to find that you were claiming your seat for the rest of the year? Or the notorious T&I Bridge, aka the typhoon of students. Yeah, y'all know it was tight. I mean, anybody could touch your butt, you turn around, and everyone looks like a suspect. My parents are always tickled by some of the experiences that I have to share here at Central, which only makes my dad want to share some of his high school memories. I'm talking about playing Atari, Sony Walkman cassette player, Pac-Man, Centipede at the arcade, listening to hip-hop on vinyl records. I said, you know what, Dad? My friends are not going to remember any of that stuff. And he'd smile because, well, those were the days. So you know what? If you're in this gymnasium tonight and you remember playing your favorite song on a turntable or an 8-track tape, come on now, make some noise. So the sign outside the gymnasium says, "How do you want to be remembered?" Now, if you use these 4 years to work with your teachers, advisors, and counselors, well, you'll be remembered as a student that worked hard with your teachers, advisors, and counselors to maximize your success here at Central. Now, if you were a student that played around, you took the lazy route and you barely made it, well, you'll be remembered as a student that played around and you took the lazy route out. But you see, there's hope. There's hope for each and every one of us. And at this very moment, we stand together as a graduating class that made it. Now you see, that deserves an applause. How do you want to be remembered after today? Well, see now, that answer lies with you, because I believe that if you worked hard, you kept your GPA up, you did well in your classes, well, you should be proud of what you've done. But you see, you can't just rest on what you've done, because as soon as this commencement ends and we toss our hats in the air and we walk out through those doors, see, the meter is reset back to 0, and we all become level at the playing field of life. And you may say to me, well, no, now, Justice, that's not true. I've been accepted to a great college, a wonderful program. My success is assured. And you may or may not be right. But you see, tomorrow isn't promised to us. All we have is right now. And so I challenge the graduating class of 2015 and everyone else in this room to begin to imagine the very best for your life. You can think it, you can imagine it, and you can become it. Tomorrow's successes, inventions, and creations will belong to any one of us who believes or imagines that he can. Your imagination is a gift. It's designed to take you from where you are to where you want to be. It's your divine right to exercise the faculty of your mind to envision better for your life, even with better isn't your current situation. You see, now that's what gives as much right to the A+ student as the D- student to believe that he can become great at anything he sets his mind to. But it starts with an imagination of greatness. Now, imagination, well, that's more important than knowledge. You see, knowledge is limited to all we know and understand, while imagination, well, that embraces the entire world to know and understand. You all know who said that? That was Albert Einstein, who at one point was told that he had a learning disability and would never amount to much. But it was his mind, his imagination that was able to see far beyond where he was and beyond what the average person was willing or even daring to think. See, it doesn't matter what I think about you, what the person next to you or on your row thinks about you, but it matters immensely what you think about you. Kipling said, if you think you're beaten, then you are. If you think you dare not, then you don't. If you like to win, but you believe that you can't, it's almost certain that you won't. Life's battles aren't always won by the stronger or swifter man. But sooner or later, the man that wins is the one that thinks that he can. How do you want to be remembered? You know, I pressed hard to think about some of the greatest experiences and memories that I've had here at this school. And though I've had many, I have to say that the greatest experience happened a few months before I became a student here at Central. You see, I stood on the stage at the 8th grade graduation ceremony of Washington Junior High as the speaker for 2011. Now, was I the #1 student then? No, I was not. Am I the #1 student tonight? No, I am not. Yet here I am speaking to the graduating class of 2015. Why? Because I imagined it. And I am not so unique. Each and every one of you can imagine it. Each and every one of you can believe. And I'd like to close with a very old story from a very old book. You see, it's about a young man who used to dream great things about his life. The problem was, every time he would tell these dreams to others, well, they'd hate him for it. Yes, he had some haters. And these haters sold him into slavery in a foreign land, believing that they'd never have to hear his wild imaginations again. But what they didn't know was that because the young man had thought, spoke about his dreams so much, these dreams began to leave his mind and his mouth and began to come. It was an invisible coat of greatness, so that even as a prisoner in a foreign land, this coat caught the eye of a wealthy governor, who eventually made the young man lord over all of his house. But haters hate, because that's what haters do. And these haters told a lie about the young man, a lie big enough to have him thrown in prison. And here's where the story becomes most interesting. You see, unbeknownst to the young man, just as he sat behind prison bars, that coat of greatness began to release 3 mystical properties. 1, it made everyone around him become dreamers. 2, it made everyone and himself begin to imagine and understand those dreams, meaning that as the prisoners and the prison keepers would tell their stories to the young man, well, he'd listen closely and then tell them what the dream meant. Now, the third property, which was the most profound, that would be released behind prison walls. Now, it just so happened that the king of this great land had a dream that he could not understand. And it was made known to him that in his kingdom was a young man with the ability to interpret dreams. So they brought this man to the king's court. And here's where the third property was revealed. You see, just before the king could open his mouth and speak, the young man very accurately and in precise detail revealed the king's dream as if he dreamed it himself. And then he gave the interpretation which left the king astonished beyond belief. And just like the governor, the king could see the greatness over this young man's life, and he gave him the keys to the kingdom and made him lord over all of the land. Now, to the graduating class of 2015, each and every one of you possesses a coat of greatness. Keep moving in the direction you see yourself, and before you know it, others will see the greatness on you too. Let's dream big, dream bold, because if we dream big enough, if we dream bold enough, we will be the class that everyone will be talking about 50 years from now. And then the question of how do you want to be remembered? Well, it won't be a question anymore, because we will be remembered as the best of the best of the best. Thank you. And